I would love it if we were all ACTRA, right? If we worked exclusively under union contract, that's how other businesses work. Like, they're all under the union. That's just how it works, right? Because then everyone is paid fairly, everyone is treated with respect and dignity, right? And there's a clear way of going about things.
Asante's the boss.
Eagle for eagle, brother.
Eagle.
Good. People that were already, you know, on council, we're running, and they're posting online things that RCAP is a bunch of white supremacists. And I had to stop, and I was like, wait, what?
The two fish is supposed to represent yin and yang.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
So light and dark, right? And then the balance of both and how they kind of just swim in unison together.
It's perfect.
Yeah, and I like the design of the koi fish.
Yeah.
It's just like a beautiful, I don't know, timeless kind of.
No, it's yeah, it definitely represents you know, mindfulness, wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, that sense of, you know what it is that sense of tranquility.
Yes.
Right? Whenever you see the koi fish pond, it's always meant to be kind of like a zen place, right?
So
Dude, that's awesome. Believe in yourself so that you can believe in others.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. We're over here on YEET Talks. We're gonna go straight into recording. But yes, how are you all doing? We got a lot of you now.
Yeah. It's full house.
We got two squirrels over here. We have one big gym bro over here. And
We all gym bros. We're all gym bros.
It's like a group name that we have.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh good.
Okay.
I wonder if I'll get a name.
And you are the big
ACTRA Eagle. Right?
The ACTRA Eagle.
Yes.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's pretty cool.
ACTRA Eagle.
ACTRA Eagle.
I totally did not just think of that on the spot.
Well done.
But yes, we are on episode 15 of YEET Talks. This is our second episode on our new studio, Vizlov Studios. Let's just go around with the people. Let's start with you. Welcome, Regan Wang. Any introductory?
Wang.
I'm so sorry. Regan Wang.
Okay.
Any introductory?
No, it's actually, you said it right.
I said it right?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Wang.
let's
It's
go.
Wang, but like
Wang?
people usually say Wang
Wang.
because it's like how people pronounce it. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll stick to Wang.
Yeah, you can say Wang. You can say Wang.
And then we have two returning squirrels over here.
Yep.
Michael Marjanovic. He is back. Mikey Sound. That's him on this one. And you are Leo Pady.
Yes.
You two doing well?
Doing
Yes, man. Good.
Yeeted. That's very yeeted. And our very special guest here, as I said, the ACTRA Eagle, Asante Tracey. And we're gonna get straight into this. How are y'all doing?
Good. Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Oh,
Very
well.
excited about this.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you guys are looking pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Unique.
man.
What do the kids say now? They say snatched.
Snatch weight.
Sir.
We gotta snatch
No.
weight.
Yeah.
Yoked.
Where you guys training?
I go to Good Life. You do too.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, where?
Good life. Is
Good
well,
life.
yeah.
Okay.
Good life.
More
Good
of an
life.
LA Fitness guy.
Oh
I
yeah.
just recently got to LA Fitness.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
You're gonna play
Yeah.
basketball there, but you don't play basketball.
I don't play
No.
basketball, but you can.
I
Maybe
do. Yeah.
Maybe you'll learn.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll learn, yeah.
Take
Dude,
advantage.
that's
I'd
good
love
life.
to
Good life.
partly shout something out right now. I'm wearing a specific merch that someone in this room has manufactured and owns or made. Mr. Leo Pady.
Sick, dude.
He actually makes
Fire.
his clothings.
Oh, I'm getting one.
Oh, bro.
I'm getting one
Let's
for
go.
It's
sure.
amazing.
I actually
Amazing.
saw that, like, I don't know, in passing, and I kind of just quickly, but I instantly was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yes, all made by him.
Thank you.
Dude, sign me up.
Do you want to talk about
Of
it
course,
real quick?
please.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Yeah. I was gonna grab your mic. I forgot I had one. But yeah, OEM basically started from a meditation actually. So I had this picture in my head on I wanted fashion and mindfulness to bridge together. And
Bless.
because I've never really seen it. I've seen little bits of it, but I had an image in my head. I'm like, okay, I gotta build it. So I just started to learn how to use AI to build websites and stuff like that.
Smart.
Built the website, and then I got a manufacturer. Did a couple of samples. This is one of the samples actually. And then Alec
I got
found
blessed.
its way to Alec.
I got
Yeah,
blessed.
yeah. Oh, that's
And
great.
yeah, it stands for Only Eternal Now.
Oh, deep.
Love that.
So it's like a reminder when you see it on yourself, you're like, oh yeah, let me just return to the moment right now because you're eternal now.
Love that. Of course. Yeah, like get back present.
And yeah, I know you know a lot about this.
So yeah, like the first thing I say in class always
Yeah.
get present, right? Oh, this is good. Yeah, totally. Now, does it do? Are you doing like just hoodies or the shirts? How's the?
So there's shirts, sweatpants.
We did a photo shoot session. Of
Yeah,
all
we
this
did.
stuff,
We
no?
did.
Oh, yeah. Send that my way, and I'll
100%.
let you know what because I could. I could probably use some new gear.
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
I'll send you the link.
Oh, please.
Now,
that's awesome, man.
this, from what I understand, is not part of the first drop.
No, this is like
So, what is the thought process behind this beautiful masterpiece?
the two fish is supposed to represent yin and yang.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
So light and dark,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the balance of both and how they kind of just swim in unison together.
It's perfect.
Yeah, and I like the design of the koi fish.
Yeah.
It's just like a beautiful, I don't know, timeless kind of.
No, it's yeah. It definitely represents mindfulness, wisdom.
Yeah.
That sense of what it is that sense of tranquility,
Yes.
right? Whenever you see the koi fish pond, it's always meant to be kind of like a
So
zen,
true.
zen place, right?
So
Yeah.
true. So,
Dude, that's awesome.
thank you, man.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you.
And how close are we to drop 2?
We're getting there.
We're getting
Yeah,
there.
we're getting
So should I wait? Should I wait for like the hottest
I
new
can-
OEM gear or
I'll
what?
just send you everything I have.
Okay.
And tell me what you like.
Listen, I'll happily I'll be a walking billboard for you.
Asante
Yeah.
signs it.
Yeah.
More expensive now.
Yeah, dude.
Or less. I don't know.
No, I appreciate
Fire.
that though. Yeah.
Oh man, absolutely. Yeah, happy to support you guys, especially when you're doing, you're out there on the hustle, right?
Yeah.
I think that's so great. Yeah. If you'd have seen my last classes, not nearly as motivated as you guys.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was
You
telling you.
missed us, right?
Yeah.
Some funny stories.
Some funny stories.
Oh yeah, so yeah. Well, we definitely have some stories,
We definitely
but
have some stories.
yeah.
I
Fire.
have a topic for us, unless
Ooh.
you want to give me a status on your music.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, nothing really. That's the status.
Oh,
But
sorry.
yeah, no, I haven't been doing it as much as just waiting to literally just save up money. Yeah, and then kind of, I guess, get back into a better space where I kind of want to create more. But yeah, definitely a money thing, and then just getting back into a better headspace in terms of creating with that.
Like the on and off stage you were saying last time.
Sorry?
Like the on and off you were saying. You're on and off on the music, on and off on the acting.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Just kind of trying to get back into a better space, I guess. And then
Do you guys find that I go through this all the time where I have these I'll have these moments where it feels like I'm just absolutely tapped out artistically.
1 billion.
It's like you're just wandering the deserts. There's can I
You can say,
yeah?
you can swear. I'm gonna bleep it out, but you can swear. It's all good.
Wandering the desert. I just want to interject. That's such a perfect way to put it. That's all I want to say. It literally feels exactly like that.
That's what it is. And then then you're wandering, and then you come upon this oasis, and it's just, and then it's almost like overdrive, right? And you're like, okay, I gotta create, gotta go, gotta move. Is that something you guys experience?
I feel like for the earlier stages, you experience, I feel like I experience a lot of time where it's hard to be creative, to be honest. But I feel like now I'm slowly getting better. I'm more creative with my stuff. But I definitely feel what you're saying. 100%.
For me, it's like a motivational juice, you can say. I know I use that word. But it's also sometimes you can have the discipline of it, right? You should sometimes have the discipline to push yourself to try to do something creative. Because not all the time, I could have, I might say next week they're casting for a film, but I don't have the motivational push for it.
Yeah.
I should have the discipline to push for it. That's just one example, but sometimes that discipline might be needed, right?
Yeah, well, I totally agree. I think when it comes to that stuff, though, I think the way I would...
Not all the time, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, there's auditions where I'm just totally underwhelmed. But I would categorize that as the business side of things. If you choose to become an actor, an artist of any sort, there is a certain level of professionalism and business that comes in where it's like, yeah, an audition comes through. More times than not, it's in your best interest to be like, yes, let me do this, regardless of how you feel. My question, I guess, originally was really just more about that natural, like when it's totally just your own creation. You know, that's too, I think, requires discipline, right?
And I feel like not all the time, like, yes, there's a good balance of forcing it, not forcing it, but like pushing past,
Pushing yourself. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But that's actually to my point is like you can't force it.
Sometimes you can't,
You
like,
literally,
especially when it's that you know, like coming up with something like OEN. It's like you don't just force that part of that had to have just kind of been there.
Yeah. It just popped up.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
And that's like literally with the like just being creative in general too.
It's interesting how the mind works like that. Eh? You're not in the space, but then maybe you're watching a movie or maybe you're at the gym and it just springs in your head. Oh, what if I just call this podcast YEET Talks?
Yeah, the perfect example. Like coming up with the word yeet, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is a moment of inspiration. They call that, you know, encountering the muse, right? The muse is that piece of art, that person, that experience, that whatever, that just all of a sudden you go, oh, and now I need to write that down, or I need to do this thing. Yeah.
And then the ideas just go from there. What does YEET mean? What other ideas can I get from YEET? What inspirations can I get with OEN? It just goes so far, and it's very interesting how the creative mind just goes.
Yeah.
Right?
That momentum. Because once you start getting that momentum,
oh
my god,
it's deadly. It's deadly. Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. That's why as much as like I'll whine and sometimes about being an artist, I love it. I couldn't see myself doing anything else. Yeah.
9 to 5 maybe.
Well,
yeah.
Can I quickly touch on this? 'Cause I think this is interesting.
Please. Yes, please.
Your transition.
My transition.
Well, because I mean, you switched programs, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah. I still graduated from acting. I credit, but
I know. I helped.
Dude, that definitely
I helped with that.
But I transitioned to communications. That's what I transitioned to.
Gotcha.
I wanted a more. The two options I found that was first proposed to me was something business oriented.
I think that's what I heard at first, and I was like, "Oh, interesting." Yeah.
I also was told philosophy.
No.
Yeah, but I found a lot of pros and cons with it. Then I found upon communications, and it had a lot of marketing and advertising on it. And I find in a business sense, you can get more outgoing with that.
Okay.
Like, you have some similarities with acting, but that's more of like a creative side, you know? Communications, I found it has maybe similarities, but that's more of like a business side, like an advertising side. And something like a studio, you can be very creative, but there's also that very disciplined and strong business side of it, right? To a studio, for example. So, and I've been in communications it's now going to be my 4th semester now. But it's very much useful now. Yeah. But acting is still.
I was going to say, I bet you that artist in you will never die.
It will never die.
Yeah.
Why do you think this still exists? But yeah, it will never die. He will never die. YEET Talks will never die.
Awesome.
That's nice.
I love that.
Nice.
And going back to thinking of more creatively stuff, I thought of a meaning for this. So YEET is supposed to inspire, drive, respect, honesty, all of these positive words. That's what's when you are yeeting. That is the push, the drive to be respectful, ambitious, creative, all of that.
There you go.
When you are not yeeting, saying no yeet is like the opposite. But of course, we want to yeet.
Wandering the desert. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I have my list of stuff here. Asante's already an established actor, arguably the most favorite professor in the ACT program.
He's starting a lot of conflict. He's starting a lot of conflict right now. It's like some Timothy Chalamet stuff right now.
He's also a mentor to many actors in the industry. What drove you to join the Actor Council, though?
I was pissed. I was so pissed off with ACTRA. Yeah, I was one of the very unlucky actors that ended up with one of those really shitty agents that was stealing from them.
Oh, wow.
And when I turned to ACTRA, I was kind of just given the old, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not acceptable. I pay my dues. You know, I've been a member for years. All you can give me is a sorry, we can't do anything. I was like, this is such bullshit. And it just so happened that at the time there was this really cool group of people who were just as pissed as I was coming together, and they formed what's called RCAP, which stands for Rank and File Caucus of ACTRA Performers. And they, fast forward to now, RCAP just ran a slate in the most recent election that I was a part of and won overwhelmingly. Like, we essentially have, I don't want to say taken over ACTRA, but we've taken over ACTRA.
Wow.
Incredibly controversial. Guys, we are talking people during the campaign. Like, this is where we'll have a little fun with this part.
Please do.
Because it's open knowledge. It's on the internet. I don't mind sharing, but this was just, for me, I think one of the biggest shocks, but also totally made sense with why ACTRA was the way it was. Is the people that were running, or the people that were already, on council. We're running, and they're posting online things that RCAP is a bunch of white supremacists.
Oh.
And I just stopped, and I was like, wait, what? Like, what? Where is this? We were compared, RCAP was compared to like Trump supporters. Like your classic, going online and just saying inflammatory things to try and absolutely discredit a group, right? And it's going on to this day. Like, we've even, we have some stuff happening. But the point is, over and over again, why I'm so proud to be RCAP and why I'm so proud now to be on council is because we did not allow ourselves to stoop to that level, right? So we responded with, well, here's what we're doing for actors. Like, just for example, this is why I was kind of asking about the creative stuff. We've got this really great group now, this how would you call it? It's a committee called Creators Corner. Like,
oh, it sounds so familiar.
Yeah, you're gonna start seeing, you've seen emails about this, guys. So for the longest time, we wanted to create stuff, right? We always want to create stuff. Our agents tell us, if you want to, go create stuff. Our acting professors tell us, go create stuff. Well, that was another thing that was really sticky for me with actors. I kept trying to create stuff, but there were always these roadblocks. So there was always these, it was the paperwork or something. We just launched, we're doing on the 27th, a Creators Corner panel and kind of meet and greet and get together. We are trying to change the rules around how you can create to make it easier, almost seamless for actors, producers, directors. We are offering support. We are offering opportunities. It starts with, we've done some meetings already, but it starts with this. And guys, the thing sold out in 2 hours. It was, it's like, I think it's the most popular event ACTRA's ever thrown. And this is what I'm saying, is that whereas before ACTRA seemed to be very, we're up here, just trust us.
Right.
You voted us in, except I didn't. You voted us in, just trust us. And we know what's best for you, little actor.
Yeah.
And when I actually do come for you for something, oh, well, sorry, there's nothing we can do. To now, fast forward, and we are actively engaging with our membership, trying to find opportunities for them to do the thing that we all love to do.
That's
It's nice.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, this is like a new era of ACTRA. So happy to be a part of it. But I'll tell you, the first little bit, to be...
A lot of cleanup to do.
There's a lot of cleanup to do. And there was a lot of shit to deal with.
Yeah.
To be called white supremacist, to be compared, like, all this weird, like...
A lot of haters.
Like, names that I've never...
But that's so weird, too, because it's like when you're doing something right to someone who's maybe not, they will always try and come after you.
That's it.
Especially the competitors,
Leo.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely
have
so
something
the
behind
extras.
what they do.
And it's
Yeah.
like you just got to keep doing that positive light, and it outshines the dark 100% of the time.
That's what we had to keep telling ourselves was, you know, guys, just stick to what RCAP is about.
Yeah.
Stick to our fundamentals. Ignore that. Don't get caught up in it because that only ends poorly for everybody. It's a race to the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
True.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey.
Learning
I'm
something
happy
new
to
here.
die. I'm happy. Hey, listen, guys, there's so much cool stuff going on. I mean, not that I'm biased, but genuinely, like, as a former, like, hater of ACTRA, I can now, with full conviction, say, like, this is the best time to start getting close to ACTRA with no bias or anything.
I noticed that when we were back in ACV, you have all these very very knowledgeable things about acting and creativity and ACTRA especially.
Yeah.
But you always seem to have that like ceiling, like it should be this way,
Yes.
but because of how ACTRA is now, we can't really do it. You always seem to have that ceiling, but now you have complete control. And now it seems like we're at the end of that
It
tunnel.
was this last election with RCAP being able to have, we blew the roof off that place. There is no more ceiling. There is no more ceiling, and we get to do shit like this. It's literally called Make Your Shit with ACTRA.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, see?
Like, we get to do stuff like that now.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I joined, is to take it from where it was to being able to do stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude. Honestly,
Respect,
right?
man.
Like,
Thank you. No,
'cause you-
honestly, guys.
like that's such a
Hop one
beautiful
on too.
thing.
Well, and I mean, I'm so excited to, and when those creative juices start flowing, guys, come talk to me, because we've got resources now, we've got opportunities to do it. So whatever y'all want to do, we even want to start looking at, I guess content creation,
Yeah, that's
like this.
Oh,
like this.
I can see that so
Alright.
much because it's all creative.
It's all creative.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it all blends together. It's just like,
And I mean, this is the new medium that's really taking off. This and micro dramas, right? Like, have you guys seen these micro drama verticals?
yeah. I was doing background for one of them.
Yeah,
They're bad.
I did one.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
In Quebec. Yeah.
Oh, in Quebec, no.
Yeah, it was cool.
How was that?
It was fun. It was funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a funny little thing.
But I mean, that's like, so ACTRA just signed with their very first one. They're all non-union right now. But we did one, and a couple of our council members were in it. But it is like, I mean, the thing is you can crack off so many of these.
Yeah.
True.
You know, and it's like they're 1-2 minute episodes. People watch them on their phones.
Yeah.
That's,
And there's
There's-
a payment thing too.
yeah.
You can pay to watch more. And
exactly.
There's an app for that, no? That's something drama. I think
Oh,
I
yes.
forgot what's it
I
called.
know what you're. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, that's the thing, right? That now the issue is that from an actress standpoint, we want to make sure, like, yeah, you can pay for more, but does the actor see any of that?
Right.
That's where actor would want to step in and say,
Yeah.
hey, look, let's make sure everyone's getting compensated fairly for this.
Yeah.
You know, and that certain protections are obviously in place on set.
Right.
Love it.
That's
Again, if it seems like I'm pointing it towards him, do not be discouraged. Also,
We'll ask questions. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
ask
yeah.
questions.
Asante's the boss.
Eagle for
Eagle, brother.
Eagle.
Good lord.
Head eagle.
This is a very general question for everyone. Do we feel in this current age of filmmaking, storytelling, have been, not all films, but some more than before have been more driven to a more political message kind of push?
Oh.
If that makes any sense. Not all, but some. Like
Like an agenda.
an agenda, yes.
Mm.
Are we in that kind of era now that we're kind of going more and more into more films like that?
It's hard to say, honestly.
Well, I would argue
Would you
that
know-
there's
have you
been
noticed something like
there's
that?
been eras of that throughout history.
Yeah.
There's actually a great documentary right now on Netflix about 1975, which this is something that's relatively new to me. I didn't realize, but apparently that was a huge turning point in especially American film and television, where they really could get quite political, and they did. They did. Like these were movies like Taxi Driver and some of those classics started to come out where you started to see stuff that they weren't able, that just wasn't acceptable for film and TV back
They're
then.
putting the political message over the storytelling.
Oh yeah, like it was. They were largely political and like hugely charged. So I think, I mean, I think the answer to that question is that I think absolutely right now, but I would suggest that it's one of many eras throughout the history of storytelling in general, right? Where it seems to me, like remember during the pandemic, you know, we got really sci-fi heavy in this. Yeah. It seems to me that it, you know, as the saying goes, art imitates life. Art also responds to life, right? So, you know, as we go through really challenging times, we want maybe more escapist type media, right? So sci-fi, really imaginative. But then maybe as times get a little bit more charged politically, we might want to see that reflected. People might want to use their art to send them. Like, I mean, if you guys watch the Oscars, like almost everyone had a political message. Like, they like first thing, what was it? Javier Bardem. First thing he says, you know, free Palestine. First thing he says.
The first guy.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's all connected anyway, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? How do you feel about recent storytelling in movies?
I mean,
And TV shows.
to connect to that, if we're also going to stick to Oscars, what did y'all think about Oscars? F1, Sinners, One Battle After Another, Frankenstein. I think they're all very, very, very good films. Storytelling driven.
Yeah, I mean,
Great productions as well.
I think, I mean, kind of to touch on what you were saying, Leo, like storytelling right now, there's, I first and foremost, there's so much more media. Like we're not, like it used to be that the Oscar films, that was it. That was all that was out there. But now it's like, there are literally countless films and TV shows that won't even be mentioned at the Oscars. So I think, and now with the introduction of AI, I think like people are seeing, they're like, oh, that's, like I just heard an ad the other day. I was like, oh, that was totally AI, right? Yeah. So the storytelling, actually, this is a great analogy. I just saw this in my little blog post that I subscribed to this morning. It's called the hollow orange.
I love that.
Yeah, the hollow orange. So basically, it's like it's shiny, it's bright, it's perfect on the outside, but there's absolutely nothing on the inside. So there's no sense in eating it, no sense in sharing it. Well, that's kind of AI storytelling, right? At this point, it's hollow. There's no human soul to it. It might look great on the outside. It might be clean, crisp, whatever. It might follow the formula perfectly, but there's nothing on the inside.
You won't feel anything with it.
Exactly. So I think that we now have a huge range of storytelling. But I think that for us as artists, as actors, as storytellers, the most important thing that we can do is really get back to our roots as humans. That's what's going to set us apart. That's what's going to make our stories stronger, is those deeply human stories that we share. It's got to be personal. It's got to make you feel something.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Do you think AI could still be used as a tool heavily though? Like,
Assist, definitely.
Like not just write a prompt and the movie is done. Let's shoot Sinners 2 with actual actors, actual crew, but at the same time, AI can still be used to just take all of that to the next level without taking away anything. Is that still possible?
Oh, I think that's more than possible. I think that's what we're looking at.
Do you think people?
I think that's the point. I think AI is supposed to be a tool. It's not supposed to be the be all end all.
Replace.
I think AI has, people been using AI. It's just not as advanced as right now. You know what I mean? So it's good to use it as assistance.
For sure. Like,
right?
I mean, you know, if it helps when you're having those kind of, you know, artistic desert wanders, right? It can help you get off the page. If you give it the prompt of like, look, I'm just looking to write something that sounds like this, feels like this.
To fill in the blanks.
Yeah, it just gets you off the blank page so that at least and maybe there's your muse. Maybe AI becomes our new muse. That's still a tool. Yeah. It's still us telling a story, but we use AI as the muse, as the inspiration to get us going.
That is true.
Yeah, it shouldn't replace. It should help.
Should not replace. No.
And they're trying to do that so much.
Oh, 100%. Oh, that's a big fight at ACTRA right now.
Right.
We have an entire committee dedicated to that because, yeah, holy man, yeah, it's really, it's uncharted territory, right? And anything and everything at this point that you have put out, like any of this YEET talks, AI can scrape that from the internet and use it, right?
Wow.
So technically you don't really own this right now.
Please don't kill YEET talks. Please don't kill YEET talks.
Yeah. Well,
What do you think-
YEET talks never dies.
YEET talks never dies.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think production uses AI to like replace artists? I guess.
Oh,
like easier.
well, this is how I know they do. So they'll do things like there's different versions. I forget the exact wording behind it, but there's different versions of it where there's the version where they body scan,
Yeah.
and now they can just use you for anything and everything.
I know in other countries they do that. Like I think China, they don't have unions or
in
something.
Canada too.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're doing it everywhere. They're doing it everywhere,
I
right?
just have one question.
Hello, Rocky.
Just one question. This
He's been-
AI stuff and
he's
you
been-
can see people's images and all of that. So, do you think that people should be copywriting their own image?
Robert Downey Jr. was doing that, no?
People are starting to.
Really?
Copyright your own image because they could, like he just said, you're not owning it or nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your digital footprint at that
So,
point.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Copyright yourself. Why
Yeah.
not?
Unfortunately, they're not winning it. It's going to the top courts. They're still not winning it.
Not
And
for now, but
Not
later
for-
on, it's going to have to.
it's going to
It's
happen.
going to happen.
Listen, this is what I've been saying too. I was like, well, this is an opportunity for artists. Like, you could create your own AI avatar, license it, and then every time it's used, then all of a sudden you got your mailbox money coming in.
Wow.
But the problem is, and that's fine. That's fine. We can have the regulations, but we need the enforcement. That's the key.
That's what I'm
So what,
talking about.
right? So what happens if and I can copyright all fucking day long, but if I still see my image out there and I was like, oh, I didn't get paid for that. Who do I go to
Yeah.
that says, oh, and how do you trace? That's where this thing gets really, really sticky.
Yeah.
And does ACTRA have plans for this? For at least union members?
I mean,
trying to figure it out.
the committee knows more than I do. I mean, yeah, they're working on stuff, but they're still kind of as stumped as we are. Like, how do you trace that? How do you go back to the exact person that used that image and then
I feel like it goes down to almost like programming and AI scanning all this stuff, like to see, because digital footprints all exist and it leaves a footprint, right? So maybe it's gonna be some sort of like software or something. I don't know.
They
Yeah,
have it out
like
there,
you imagine, like, how they right now they watermark scripts. You find a way to watermark your AI. I don't know, but like it's a beast.
I don't know if y'all heard of this casting call like in the last month or so.
Yes.
Voice, like, so I actually was on one of these. So if you call upon, say, I don't know, customer service, if a human doesn't answer, straight up AI.
Oh
will
yeah.
answer. But it's not like an AI with specific responses. Like, it genuinely will have a conversation with you. If you have very specific questions, it has an answer to them. And when you're talking, it doesn't just go blank. It actually goes like,
You think?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember Joe Pedrosa.
Joe Mama.
Yes, I call him that. A friend of mine, Joe Pedrosa, me and him got kind of, because there was actual casting call for this, and we were kind of hired to just sit in a Zoom and just have a conversation for hours. And the Zoom, it's not even just Zoom, it's on an actual platform like Zoom, and it's just recording our conversations, whatever we're talking about, could be anything. And it saves those recordings so it can feed into the AI when it like gets customer service or something.
Oh my god.
And for some cases, which is why it's kind of worrying, for some customer services, first if you don't reach the human, then it goes to AI. But for something like, there's a gym studio or gym in Mississauga by the name of Black Arts.
Oh yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Yeah. If you call them, no, sorry, not Black Arts. I'm so sorry. Fubo. You guys know Fubo, the sports
I
platform?
know. I know.
Fubo,
yeah,
like
Fubo.
for
Like that.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I once called them for a customer support, whatever, because I wanted to see what it's about. No human, just went straight to the AI.
Yeah.
Wow.
So no more human, just talking to the AI now.
Yeah.
So, and actors are being casting called for.
Yes, so
overseas.
we've had a couple of those come across the actor desk,
Yeah?
and we advise don't do it.
Really? Oh crap. Okay.
Yeah,
Joe, I think we're screwed.
don't do it just yet, guys, because the problem is because those things aren't in place. Like, think about it. You sat for what? How long? Like a couple hours?
2, 3, could have been
2-3 hours, and
5 hours, yo.
Yeah.
Dude.
you know.
Well, because the more hours we did, the more we were paid because it was hourly.
But like, how much are you getting paid?
Oh, he's getting
50
paid.
an hour.
$50 an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Just
pretty.
sell your.
That's
Yeah.
you know, and then that's the thing. It's
But we
like
could have gone to 12 hours. So
no, but I mean, but you think about now, how often are they going to use the content that they derive from that, right? In perpetuity, forever and ever and ever, and you're not going to see a cent. That's not right, man.
There's no royalties as well.
And the problem is and so I would argue, and this has been one of the biggest obstacles for artists everywhere, is the fact that we're always put in the position, as my acting coach would say, of being beggars in the system. You took the job because you wanted money.
Yes.
I don't blame you. We
Also
all
because it was new, maybe it was a new experience or some sort.
great, and you
Yeah.
know, and any number of these reasons. Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get to work with this director, or you get to do this, you get to do that. I've heard it all. The problem is it always puts us in the weakest bargaining position.
So true.
Right? Because there's always, even if Regan says, I won't do it, there's literally someone right behind him saying, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And that's one of my kind of next big missions at ACTRA, is to try and unify us as artists and boost our integrity so that we all resoundingly say, no, we will not work for anything less than what we are truly worth. Because if you compare our industry to others, it's absurd.
Yeah. It's like, how did this happen?
It's absurd how we're treated. Like, it's
Yes.
actually criminal in a lot of cases.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but the reason it happens is because there's always someone newer, fresher, more desperate than you that's willing to do.
Anything. Yeah. That is true.
So I just, again, like, you know, maybe it starts in this room, but the message I want to say is, like, guys, we got to start looking at ourselves as like an artistic working class. We are workers, we are laborers. We deserve the same compensation, the same protection, the same integrity as someone working on a construction site or someone working up in Bay Street.
Yeah. Then is that what you would want to motivate people even more to try to get into the union? I'm not calling you out. Not calling you out. Because say if a production comes to me and like I'm saying no, but it's not like because the generic viewpoint of non-union to like many people is like ACTRA members are known to be the professional actor.
Yep.
But
Superior beings.
maybe, yeah. But then we have Regan over here, who's obviously professional. You're professional, right?
Decent, I guess.
I
I'm
guess,
trying to
yeah.
be, I guess.
Yeah. Is that what you also have like a mission to motivate people more to get into the union?
Well, yeah, I mean, and
Not
it's
like how people,
it-
not
and
like
it's-
how the council before.
and it's not to say that union actors are necessarily more professional. I mean,
Yeah, it's not.
you know, I think one of the things definitely that has come through, especially with the lockout, is that you know, commercial agencies are finding they're like, oh, we kind of prefer working with union because those actors tend to be a little bit more polished, a little bit more experienced.
Professional,
But I think the real thing, you know, with being union is that there's structure, there's regulation, there is a way of doing things, as well as like that's clearly laid out, and as well there's an agency there that advocates for you. When you are non-union, no one but yourself can advocate for you, and I promise you that does not go far on a giant set.
Not even an agent, as much as people might try to convince you that the agents will.
No. So so ideally, I would love it if we were all ACTRA,
Okay.
right? And if we worked exclusively under union contract, that's how other businesses work. Like, they're all under the union. That's just how it works, right? Because then everyone is paid fairly.
Yeah.
Everyone is treated with respect and dignity, right? And there's a clear way of going about things,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
right?
Yeah.
Well, why do you think some agents they keep like convincing, for instance, my agent and the agent I had before, they all try to like tell me just take my time for now.
Who are they looking out for? That's my question to you.
It's true because my agent beforehand, because the agent
All
before
looking for themselves. Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The agent I had before this one, I was with them for like 4 or 5 months, and then when I told them I just graduated from Seneca, I want to submit my credit because I want to get into the union. They genuinely told me when I told them this, Alec, if you register for the union, we will drop you.
Oh shit.
That's what they told me.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
for a bit, like a few weeks, not long, I ended up I said sure for a bit, but then like no, I genuinely just want to go into the union.
Yeah.
And they just dropped me.
Yeah. Wow.
And look, I mean, this is something you guys must have heard me say this, that especially as an artist, there is a degree of you have to look out for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself. I obviously want us all to be able to work together. I'm so big on collaboration, but it starts with you advocating for yourself. So that's why I asked that question. Do you think that advice by your agent is really with your best interest in mind, or is it with their best interest, thinking how can we make the most money off this guy?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, and that's been a big problem for a while too. And like that was something when I go back into my past, my first agent, I wish to God that I had played that differently, because she said it was the opposite. That was a time where it would push you into the union. But that's when it wasn't working as good as it should have been, or as good as it could be, as we now know. And I went from working a ton, really gaining confidence as an actor and belief in myself as an actor, to, it was like being thrown into the heavyweight ring as a welterweight. And I got clobbered, and it destroyed my self-esteem. And then all of a sudden, now she turns to me and is like, "Oh, I guess you're green."
Oh.
Wow.
And then she dropped me.
Oh.
Damn.
So she sent me into the lion's den. Obviously got my ass kicked. And then when, of course, it didn't work out, well, I guess I have no use for you anymore.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Why is that so like?
So that's why I say, guys,
Unfortunately, it's common.
It is.
It-
That type of behavior, unfortunately, right? And I feel like that's where actor comes in to a place where, obviously that type of behavior still happens, unfortunately, but it's less with the clear kind of structure.
Well, that's it. Like now we have, I think back then we had it too, but now we really have, we have this thing called TAMAC. So whenever you guys ask me like, oh, where should I find an agent? That's what I'll tell you. Go to TAMAC. TAMAC is like basically it's a coalition of agents that are vetted. And they have to meet certain standards. And we've actually even gone further to require all agents. This is actually being done through, I think, the Ontario Labor Board, that agents now have to be registered and they have to open up a trust. Think about this.
Okay.
Up until now, anybody can be an agent. I could decide to be an agent right now. I represent you guys.
Yay.
Send you out for some jobs. Y'all make some money. Where does your money go? It goes to my personal bank account.
Wow.
I decide if I want to give it to you or not. That's how it's been working up until now, gentlemen.
I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my check.
Every agency.
Yeah. Probably not getting it.
Every agency had the ability to do this. There's this huge.
Yeah.
There's this huge thing with Compass.
Oh, I heard
still
We've all heard about this.
still,
Background events would
He
do
just
that
made a
as
very good
well.
example. He just made a very good example.
Like they do it
Yeah.
to
What you just said.
I've heard.
Yeah.
He just went on a very good commercial
Yeah.
overseas,
Yeah.
very big commercial company, thousands of dollars. He still hasn't gotten paid for it.
Yeah.
He shot
Tons
it
of
back in
dollars.
like mid-December.
There you
I
go.
think, but like that's also commercial, right? They kind of take a long time. Or
No.
no,
No.
it shouldn't be like that.
Shouldn't. Why? We have e-transfer.
That's true. That's true.
That was what was bugging me the whole time. I was like, so I had an agent where, oh my gosh, I would, like I would do this commercial, I'd do this, I'd do that. It was this weird trade-off because on the one hand, we were booking a lot, we were working a lot together. But then on the other, I was waiting like half a fucking year for my paycheck.
Oh.
Yeah, that's insane.
Even if it was 3-4 months, that's still too much. Every time I'd ask about it, I'd be like, oh well, my family got COVID, or there's or it was like, oh, there's an agency in New York with the same name as mine, so your money. Just the most absurd, like basically just insulting.
Yeah.
But the point is that the money was going to this person's personal bank account. They were essentially paying off their personal debts with it. And then whenever they had a little money or someone pushed too hard, then they finally sent something.
Oh.
So what a trust does is this is a bank account that is essentially controlled by the bank, not by the person. And so then that agent can't just, withdraw at will. No, again, how normal people who work get paid. Like, this is what I'm saying, guys, is like for the longest time as actors, we've been in this weird oblivion of, are we workers or are we artists? Well, no, like if we are putting in a day's,
That's how desperate we're being pushed.
yeah.
Yeah.
If we're putting in a day's work and we're getting paid for our services, we're fucking workers, and we need to have the protections and the guardrails that others do. It's just
Yeah.
simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as
I'm so
that.
glad you're elected.
Yeah, honestly.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you. Well, rest assured, I'm not the only one that. If anything, I learned so much of this through my colleagues on Acture. Like the group you have in now, they're really awesome. They're really special people.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It's nice.
My next set of questions are more moved to philosophy than just film oriented. We can build off the film if you wish, but you mentioned confidence. Is confidence, in your opinion, something you build, or is it just you just have it? Are you born with it? Probably not.
Oh.
Is there some sort of thing called fake confidence? Like
Yeah, arrogance.
yeah. And how do you build this confidence?
I think the best answer to that question that I've come across lately is courage. Right? I don't think we start with confidence. I think that confidence comes after you've done a thing for a while and you've kind of proven to yourself that you're good at it, right? You just, again, you think about acting. Like the first time you get, well, this is what's so cool is by being your coach, I got to see this. The first time I saw you guys go up, there wasn't a shred of confidence in anybody. Not that real confidence. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Undeniable confidence.
Yeah, like like by the time we were done working, by the time we were all done working together, then I saw, like what a great example. Like, and that was the thing is like confidence didn't just show up in the room that day.
Yeah.
What it took was that moment of courage to say, it, I'm going for it. I'm just gonna do it. And then all of a sudden, oh, well, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
I think I could do that again. And I think I could do it again. And you know what? I kind of like doing it again and again. And now that I like doing it, and now that I'm getting some positive feedback for it, I feel that I can do this and I can do this well.
Yeah.
There's your confidence.
Sure. Do you think there's any form of external factors that can help you with building confidence, like going to the gym?
Well, that's a really great thing to bring up because think about it, right? Are you confident going to the gym if you're grotesquely overweight or you're scrawny and weak? No. Right? The gym is a very it's a very polarizing place.
Yeah,
right?
That is true.
Like I know, like my gym in particular, it's one of those fancy gyms, and everybody's there, like with
What gym is that?
Altea.
Altea. It's not a franchise.
Oh.
I don't think so, right?
Well, they are. They've got they've got Ottawa. They've got Vancouver.
Oh. Okay.
But they're one of those gyms where like the girls are in full makeup and they look like Insta models.
Like Equinox.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
But the thing is that I've literally invited people there and they're like, no, I won't go because I'm too. I can't. So I'm too intimidated, right? Because equally so, like the men there, some of the guys are absolute monsters, right? And so, and if you're just getting started, it's not gonna. You're gonna be totally intimidated, right? So, I think external factors are really, they're really hit and miss. I think personal factor, like a good coach, or a good friend. A good mentor. That's what builds your confidence. Someone who actually believes in you.
Rather than tears you down, right?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
And having that experience to kind of guide you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
How much is it like to pay for that?
I got a few I got a few guest passes. I'll take it. First taste is free.
Do a podcast in there.
Let's do a podcast.
Do a podcast.
Everyone's out and everyone's got their so many of them. No, so many of them are right. So many of them are filming anyways because they're all fitness models and stuff. Like
gym,
that's like
the gym content, dude. You know, you've been seeing that. What do you bench and stuff like? Those ones are fun.
They've started
blowing up.
they've started banning it because it's getting like people are getting pissed. Literally the last girl I talked to there, as I walked over, she was like, "You're in my shot now. You know that. You're on my video." I was like, "That's our." Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. They're making a business out of it. You'll see even like couples. They're clearly like fitness model, like Insta model couples. They come and they, That's why I say this is a place where if you're not, you have to come in there not just with courage, with confidence. You have to be fully loaded with confidence.
Yeah. Say a prayer.
Trust. Yeah, no, but it's it keeps me motivated for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Good Life. I don't know about the one that you go to, but do you go to Good Life as
Yeah.
well? Yeah, the one at my gym. Not like very rarely I'll see people like setting up the tripod and filming themselves.
Yeah, I live fitness as well. Yeah.
No, they don't do that as much, right?
Yeah, I guess not. Maybe it's like those types of strip
It's
clubs.
Yeah, I just think it's so fun. Like this is so Toronto too, eh? How now even our gyms have like status levels.
oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's just so Toronto. Yeah.
Which one do you guys go to?
Like what location?
Yeah.
In Islington subway station?
Oh, okay. It's like the basement. There's the one in the
No, it's up.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've been there. I've been to every one.
You
Every
did a tour around?
yeah.
Really?
Just to like see what's going on and stuff.
100% the open world.
These are all good lives.
Yeah, these are all good lives. I have like a membership where I can go to like all the locations, right?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Markham. That's the one in Markham. I live in Markham, right? Yeah. So massive gym.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Massive?
Really big.
Yeah.
Do they have a cold plunge?
A cold one? Yeah, I think so. I never use it though. I never.
Yeah, the ones outside of Toronto.
You use it?
Yeah, the suburban ones.
Yeah.
Can be.
They have cold plunges and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
There's
I'll date myself a little bit. I went to the very first Good Life.
Whoa.
Are you
When
serious?
it first, Dundas and McCall, and it was just like this cool little like community gym. It was only the people. If you knew, you knew, right? And it was just I used to like because this was back before I literally had just stepped foot in Toronto, and I lived above a little Caribbean restaurant in Parkdale. And I wouldn't even streetcar. I didn't even have money for the bus. I would walk my ass across town, meet up with my buddies, go hit the gym. Good life there, because it was super cheap, right? It was like one of the cheap. No, we got a membership.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we worked our way. We worked until we got ourselves a membership. Because it was brand new, so it was
started from the bottom.
Yeah, this is literally started from the bottom, and man, and that was the day. That was the day. We'd go hang out after and like, maybe like spin beats or just like chill, like do kind of stuff like this and just hang.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Like what year?
2000.
How dare you? This is like 20 years ago. This is 2 decades ago, guys. Yeah, so I moved to Toronto 06, 07.
I didn't know Good Life was that new.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I knew, it was the only Good Life in town.
Right.
And then they started open because I remember then they started opening out, and we were like, "Ooh, look at all these fancy," you know.
Fancy.
But yeah, no, man, like Good Life used to be that just kind of rough around the edges, like community gym, and we loved it.
Yeah.
We loved it.
That's crazy.
What's the membership like back then?
Like $20 a month.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like,
Dude.
guys, I
Our
came
economy, man.
with like the clothes on my back. I had nothing. I was dirt poor, so just whatever we could afford. I remember one time my buddy, we were doing chest day, and all he'd had to eat that day was an apple. So he's like trying to veg. Barely got the bar. I think he barely got the bar up. Yeah, I was like, super malnourished. I was like, yeah.
May I ask, what is your
Interesting
PR
times.
and bench?
What is that?
What is your
Personal record.
personal record and bench?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what the weight is, but it was like, it's a little over 2 plates. But yeah, no, so you guys, like I was saying, you guys are looking great. So is it something that you all go together, or do you?
Yeah, I just discovered they go to Good Life.
Yeah.
We went once like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just go by myself usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did start taking creatine like a month,
Yeah.
almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
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 Really?
Yeah.
2 months ago?
Probably a month now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just started taking it too. Eh?
Yeah.
Did you gain any weight?
Yeah.
How much?
I can see it because
Thick,
yeah,
You got that.
because your body's retaining all the water. So what
Yeah.
happens is you go from like you could still be fairly jacked and shredded or whatever, but
Yeah.
with creatine it just gives you that extra little bit of like puff.
Yeah.
You
And I
know?
love that.
I do too. It looks
Right.
good. It looks
Energy
good.
boost.
Okay.
And it's an energy boost, and apparently there's now some research that's apparently it's quite good for
Mental.
Yes.
yeah,
Mental-
cognitive
yeah, it's
activity.
good for your head,
I'm
yeah.
taking it now, and I'm taking a little extra because well, I spoke to a guy at the nutrition shop, and he was saying that if your family does have a history of dementia, it can be a good way of kind of, you know, it's like you can it's a preventative.
Wow.
So I'm like, yeah. So I loved it already because of the results I saw
Right.
and the energy, but to know that it can actually help me, you know, maybe navigate some potential dementia in the future.
Right.
I was
It's
like,
a no-brainer.
absolutely, yeah. See, and here I'll date myself again. Back when I was like, well, this is way back. I was in high school and I was in football. All the guys were. This is when creatine was kind of first hitting the market. I remember my mom was strict. She was like, "No, you will not take it," because they didn't know.
It's like
Yeah.
steroids.
Yeah. Well,
Even-
my
even
buddies
my
were on
mom.
steroids too.
Yeah.
Oof. Don't do steroids, guys.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh,
Oh,
that's terrible.
it messes with you. So these guys would like lose their minds at the drop of a hat. It was scary. It was scary. But yeah, I remember like this one dude. This was high school, and it like happened over a weekend. He can't. We all dismissed on Friday. He comes back Monday, just
Oh,
just inflated. I was like,
And
oh
it's
my
just
God.
that's so unnatural,
It's
right?
so unnatural. It looks so stupid.
But
No.
and there's so many problems that come after.
So many
Yeah.
problems. It's not worth it. It's not.
you
worth
gotta maintain it. You gotta keep like.
Bro.
Of
yeah.
course you do.
And that's
Yeah.
like.
And
You gotta. Yeah.
You see the needles in Good Life too. They have a needle box.
I see that.
Oh, did
Yo,
you-
dude,
really?
yeah.
Oh shit.
They just
No
do
one
it in
talks
the.
about that. Yeah, it's in the washroom. You see, and it's filled up with needles.
Oh, they just do it in
all
the
the
in
There
the
you
locker
go.
room.
Free samples
That-
on the
Yeah.
Little free samples of stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Rocky.
No, it's crazy, bro.
That is crazy.
That
That
tells
is.
me how many people are shooting up
Yeah.
the juice.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Yo,
but I mean that's the thing. Like we're like, this is absolutely social media too. Like everyone's trying to be the biggest, the best, the baddest.
Look maxing. You
Look
know what that
maxing.
means? You know what that
Yeah,
means,
of
right?
course, of course.
That's the
Call
thing.
them Juice bags.
Juice.
Yeah.
We used to call them
That's
juice
what it
monkeys.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Look
no,
Max,
you're
yeah.
definitely right about. Oh, funny enough, you speak about social media. So I think like I'd be watching a lot of like workout reels on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next thing you know, it's like I'm getting advertisements for
course.
peptides.
Of course.
Like there's Instagram reels like kind of like trying to normalize steroid use or like trying to like
Oh yeah.
convince
Yeah.
people. It's like oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Well, that's
terrible,
it,
bro.
right? And like, I mean, the thing is that, you know, on some level, guys, like whether you're a male or a female, you're looking at this stuff. You're looking at someone who is lifting more than you, who is bigger than you are, who's more jacked or whatever. And on some level, you instinctively go, well, I want that.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, you scroll, doom scroll enough, and of course the algorithms now say, oh, your eyes are locking on this a lot longer than anything else. Let's send you more of this, more of this. It becomes this really negative feedback cycle. This is why we're having so many self-esteem issues in society. Like I also, I teach at Seneca, but I work in the school system as well, and like, and it just, I mean, man, just to, like, honestly, here's a great example. They have mirrors in the elevators in my condo. 99.9% of the people that walk in there, the first thing they do is in the mirror. I'm standing there like a jackass, smiling, being like, hey, how's your day? and they just ignore me entirely. Just walk right past them. And they're fixing themselves, and I'm like, do you not? I'm right here. I can see you picking your nose and like popping these zits, and you don't care. Like, people are just so, like, they're just so locked in to self-image and vanity and narcissism now. It's just, it's wild.
And then connection.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right? Like, like back in the day, it would be you walk in, you say, hi, Michael, how was your day, man? And it's like, and you chat in the elevator and this and that.
And then when they randomly take a photo.
And then there's,
They're going like this, and there's a guy in the conversation right here. No, I feel good today. Let me just take a photo and post it on the ground.
And you're like right there. In the photo.
Hello.
Yeah. But I'm, and that. What were you gonna say?
To your point, it's like the human connection thing. It's just so weird to me right now. It's literally so weird. It's like you go and say there's a stranger, whatever, and you want, and like you feel the vibe, so you're talking, but then a lot of the times they look at you like you're from outer space. And it's like sometimes that connection is there and it's beautiful, and when you do connect with like a stranger and they're on the same wavelength, it's a beautiful feeling for sure, because it's rare. But it's like, I don't know, like maybe social media got people in their bubbles almost. Matrix.
100%.
Or it's like weird when you randomly talk to people.
No. I mean,
people are robots.
People don't socialize.
Of course they are. There was a study done of Gen Zs that said they would prefer that if you're at the club, pick me up through one of the apps. Don't come talk to me. Don't come talk to me.
No.
Link me on one of the apps, and then we'll see if we're a match.
No, that's you're right.
So the club becomes more of a this. Everyone just standing around doing this, as opposed to.
No, please.
So even like my dad's friend, he was saying like his son, he was with his son, and then he walked past another friend of his son's, but they didn't look at each other. And he's like, wait, isn't that your friend? Go say hi. He's like, no, I'll say hi on Instagram later. I'm like, my dad's friend's son.
I'll say hi to him on Instagram after.
Like
Imagine, like you're more comfortable over a screen than in person. Like,
How are you doing?
It's so much easier because like being like just texting to face for people now.
No, because it takes away the immediacy of it, right? You have time to think and craft your answer, and it kills some of the authenticity. Now, I will tell you this, guys. If we had to really kind of see this thing through, I would suspect this is just a phase.
Really?
People. It's part of our basic needs, Alec. Like, we need human connection. Like,
I don't disagree. I just had the slight. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No. This is. I like this. Keep.
Not to deny that we don't need it. Obviously, we're human. Even animals need it.
Yeah.
But I am in the worry that it will get worse, and somehow there will be something 10 years time that there's going to be something less physically connecting than just texting. Because 15 or so years ago, we didn't really have this level of texting 10, 15 years ago. Now, I could be wrong. I'm hopeful I am wrong. But people didn't think of this 10, 15 years ago, how deep this would have gotten. It could get much deeper in the future, especially with AI. We didn't think AI would exist.
True.
Or at least we thought everything was expanding, but we didn't know the specific idea of AI 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Holograms.
What it would do.
We were talking about holograms in the car.
New way of communication. The cell phone is going to be like like Star Wars.
100%.
Well,
I see that.
and people creating AI avatars, right? So that it's like,
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
fear. It's not a.
Dude.
I'm not
but
sure
but
about it, it's
again,
still a fear.
I mean, to that I
Are
would
the
say,
are the Spider-Man trailers real? Are they? No, are
Yeah.
they? Are they? Yeah.
but I mean, think about that
Someone's
too. Think about that too, right? Like, I mean, think about how sustainable is that really? If like, you know, you wanted to talk to Michael, right? But Michael decided, I'm just going to give you my AI avatar. That's only going to be so fulfilling for so long before you're going to, you know, eventually people are going to, I think, go back to that. They're going to crave that like, look, there's a great energy in this room right now
Yes,
that I
absolutely.
promise you would not be replicated by AI. Could not be
Never,
replicated
never,
by
not
AI.
even come close to it. Because this is like the moment again, right?
Yeah.
And it's just here right now, and nothing else exists but right now.
We're not scraping the internet for what we should say.
Yeah.
We're not trying to come up with clever little anecdotes and this and that. We're speaking from the one thing that we know better than anyone else, which is our own human soul, right?
That's what I'm addicted to, human interaction.
Yes.
I'm more
Brother,
addicted to that than
hey.
the other.
Amen.
So
Amen.
I can talk
Amen.
to y'all without this show, and I can put down that phone no problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
But some people are like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
That phone down.
Right?
Yes.
And you see it when you go on the subway or anywhere really, but the subway is crazy. Like I have so many moments where I'm on there and I feel like I'm by myself on there.
Yeah, you are to a degree.
And everyone's just like, I'm like, holy
There's a beautiful haunting, like this is an idea that I play with, because I literally, like, again, when you talk about my first years in Toronto, the subway was like an adventure, you know, because there's always some weirdo or some person to talk to, there's something going on, because people don't have, if anything, someone has a book, that's it.
Yeah.
The thing, and because it happened so quickly, it really became, I kind of dissociated and found myself, this is how we artists do, right, sometimes, is we get into our heads and our imaginations, and I almost felt like I was in some kind of bizarre sci-fi, where it's this post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse, right, where everyone's just,
No, that's what it is, right? Every time.
because you look around and everyone's just, dude,
Yeah. And
right?
And no one's like, it's
and you
crazy.
you can literally go so far as to bump into them and they're,
And they're on the floor. Just,
they might like slow, right? and I mean, and in that moment, you are alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really alone in a way. So, yeah, I find myself doing that a lot lately. I'm glad you bring that up, because I will. I make a point, really, I do make a point of trying to put my phone away whenever I can and just try to take in the world. And very often I find myself, and it's like, the one thing, like, so my whole, maybe we can touch on this. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion when it comes to like relationships now.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone's everyone kind of like, everyone tensed up. Here we go. Might need okay.
Lock me down.
you're good. You have to talk. You have to talk about it. You have to talk about it.
So, and well, because it's funny, because, well, these guys both, they were working, my most recent ex, you guys were working like right at her building.
Really?
That impact was,
Oh,
her
are you
building was right there, 39, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you'd see me all the fucking time.
That's crazy.
And then then you stop seeing me.
What's the T?
Oh, it was not meant to be. No,
Yeah.
I'm picky. I'm picky. But, and speaking of, one of my things is I never want to end up being that couple that's out on date night and dinner and we're both at the table.
Oh yeah.
Because you see that, right?
Yeah.
No.
I literally saw that today.
Yeah.
I saw that today. I was eating at a nice chill spot, good food, and I just see this couple, but actually they weren't really on their phone. They were just kind of silent.
Oh.
And like, and I was like, oh.
They don't know what to say.
Like, I know, and I'm like, maybe who knows? Maybe it was the first date. I don't know, but it seemed like they were together. Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like,
Well, I mean, that could be a good thing. Maybe they're a couple that are comfortable with their silence. But
it
I
didn't
mean,
look like it.
if it doesn't look like it, then it's probably that,
Yeah.
you know, and that's the thing, right? And that's another part of the whole dating scene right now. Like, I mean, I do not do the apps. I will not do the apps. It's just not, it's just not how I A,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It's just not
Yes.
how I envision dating. It's just not my way of doing it.
Life is the best dating app. Is what I tell
Yeah,
everyone that
yeah.
tries to
Get
on an app.
get your ass out the front door and go meet
Yeah.
somebody,
Yes.
right?
I'll be honest, I was on it, and
How recently?
probably last month.
Michael.
Actually, you know what? Full transparency, probably 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
And I went through this whole journey throughout my life of getting it, deleting it.
So I hear that a lot.
And
I hear
I'm
that a
like,
lot.
this is so stupid. So
Yeah.
finally, 2 weeks ago, I said, enough. I don't care. Every time I'm on this thing, I feel like,
But
Yeah.
and it's because you think about it though. You're seeing faces and you're saying yes, no, yes, and everyone's doing that. That is not good for you.
That's not healthy.
Because people are objects at that point.
Of course. It's very transactional, and it totally ties to all the things we're talking about today about, like, you know, confidence and real human connection. There's no real human connection by swiping left or right.
Yeah.
It just is. There's nothing, and that's why I'm like, I can't do it this way.
There's voice now, no. When you're swiping,
Oh,
you can just
on like
they
hints.
have like a
or
voice.
But that's
something.
like just a bullshit upgrade.
Yeah.
It's like, what does that do?
Like, I'm gonna try to give him.
I'm gonna
some,
hear your
some
voice.
soul,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's all fake.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, right? Like, so my one buddy Chris, he's on the apps, and he's the same way. He's kind of like, one weekend we'll be hanging. He is like, man, I think I gotta get back on the apps. You know, I need to start meeting some girls. The next weekend he's like, F- the apps.
Yeah.
I'm deleting them all. This is bullshit. They're all just trifling. I'm like, all right, dog, whatever. But you know,
He's not wrong.
he's not wrong. I know he's not wrong. But the thing is that, like, you know, a couple of times I've met the girls that he's met on there, and they look nothing like the photos. Like, he'll show me the photos, right?
Yeah,
and he'll show me the,
Yeah.
and he can't wait to show me the photos. He's just, he's like, you gotta see this shorty. She is like,
Shorty.
she's a 10, she's a 10. Yeah, so that's my language. Yeah, I'm gonna date myself. That's how we used to talk, y'all.
We still say that. We still say that. Yeah.
Shorty,
we still
shorty,
say that.
right? You gotta see the shorty, or you know,
shorty.
right? And Shawty.
Shorty.
There you go. There you go. See? Anyways, he would, yeah, and like, of course, she'd look amazing. But then I'd see her in person and be like, the f happened to you?
And it's hard not to do that face.
Well, it's shocking.
Yeah, it's like,
Because you're expecting like a, you know, like a 10.
Yeah.
And like a 6.5 walks in the door.
Got catfish.
That's shocking. That is
Picture 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years, and it's
20 filters.
and 20 filters,
Filter.
airbrushed. Yeah, so I mean, like that. You know, there's a couple of things that, you know, especially now. So, like I find like I'm in this interesting situation where, yeah, I'm out of a fairly serious relationship and out there, but not wanting to do what everyone else is doing, trying to do it the natural way, and it's like, I mean, there's an exciting portion to it because you never know when and where it's going to happen, but there's also like there is a kind of a loneliness to it. Like I do, like, definitely some of the stuff I miss from being in a relationship is the companionship.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone's with you and stuff.
Right. Andy was on this pod like on episode 3, and we were talking about like the whole different side of that relationship side. It's like a DLC that you unlock in like a video game, right? It is essentially what it is. Isn't it?
You're losing me. You're losing me. No, but
Wait, what did you think you meant by DLC originally?
I'm like TLC.
DLC, exactly. But yeah, when you're in a relationship, there's this whole other companion, a whole other side of life you get to unlock.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like not miss it, but
Being in a relationship.
having that someone
There's-
close to you, that's obviously family support, it's close family support, but there's a difference, right?
100%. There's nothing the same as like being, because family can be like, yeah, it's familial,
It's important, obviously.
but you know, having a partner, there's an intimacy there. There's a certain something that you just cannot get anywhere else.
It's a different love.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, I feel like in a healthy relationship, you shouldn't have to need each other, but
Nope.
you should complete each other.
Amen,
Well,
brother. Love
yeah,
that.
right.
Love that.
And it's
Yeah.
like, you guys come together and you're both solid within yourselves. You
Yeah.
don't have to, I like that needy energy. You're there, you're healthy within yourselves, and you can then rise together.
Yeah.
And it's like,
So good.
Because a lot of the time, like, from what I see, like, it can, like, pull someone in too deep where, like, the rest of their life is kind of lacking. Like, even just, like, relationships like this, you know?
Yeah. I think it's so important that, exactly, that you said that. I love that you said that, Leo, that you don't need each other, but you complete each other, or you choose each other. I think one of the biggest mindset shifts for me in relationships, in understanding who it is I'm meant to be with, is understanding when I'm choosing to be with that person, right? It's not that I find them so hot that I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta be with you all the time, or like there's so much fun. No, but I choose to be with you, even when you're at the lowest of your lows. Because that's when I know I'm like, oh, well then there's something really special here. And you can see it in reverse as well when they choose to be with you. Because like I found in my past that it's this...
Sorry, Rocky.
What's that?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Keep going.
We're still good? Are we on? There's this great funny thing that happens with women where at the beginning, they're like, it seems like they're this totally different person. They're trying to impress. Oh, I love sports.
Yeah.
And then you sit down and know it. But like, then there comes a stage where they know they've got you locked down. All of a sudden it's like, I need you to do this now. And they start trying to change you and mold you. And I'm like, wait, I thought we were good. We were having a great time. You know, we were starting to finally watch sports together. And then, right? And then,
too much of a good time.
yeah. And then all of a sudden it feels like they go from like, okay, he's potential to, oh, I'm gonna make this man the exactly the vision of it. And that's where I'm like, and that's where I say, okay, you've not really chosen me. You've chosen to work on me. But I don't want that. Like, I need to also be a participant in this work. It can't just be you dictating, you can't just be the foreman here and tell me, okay, you got to be this, you got to do that, you got to do this now.
I have a question for this. This is because my best friend is like kind of struggling with this, and this opens up to y'all as well. He has no experience with romantic relationship at all because he fears, because he's grown up in this era that we're in now, right, with the texting, with the controlling, all of that. He has this fear that like no matter who he meets, even if he doesn't see it at the surface, everyone is gonna be like that because it's so common. Wow. There's this fear like that he has. I know the answer might be super simple. I don't know what y'all are gonna answer for, but like, what do people do with this fear? Because I kind of have it. I don't have it to the extent where I won't talk to anyone like he would, like in that case like he would. But that fear does kind of exist now because of how common it now is. No,
it's a beautiful. That's a really good question.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, that fear is there too because of personal experiences.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like anything in life. If something bad happens to you, you don't hold that to that's gonna be the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that happened. It sucks. True. And sure, maybe a lot of them, who knows, are like that. I don't know. But I'm not going to keep comparing to that. I'm gonna keep myself open and see like.
Of course, yeah. You can't paint the world in just one color, right? There's innumerous colors. I mean, mathematically speaking, there is someone out there that will really appreciate you for you, and it's just, true. It's less about.
It's God chosen.
Yeah.
If it's meant to be, I think God will appear in your life. That's another reason why I don't like dating apps, because it's kind of just, you're picking strictly on physical.
Yeah, you want to talk about a godless thing.
It feels more like fate, right?
Yeah.
So I only would kind of try to be with the person if like I met you in real life, we have a good vibe, it feels like it's a match that God made for me. So, and if God lets it be, it will happen. Yeah. And that's what I try to focus on. So I'm not totally out of the loop like my best friend is, but it's also kind of like, I'm still kind of picky, right?
What I would tell your friend is this. What I would say to your friend is this. What is grace?
Chris, listen, please.
Yeah. Chris, this is for you. really sit, really sit with this idea. What is the greater fear? The fear of, you know,
Being used or rejected.
being out there and all that different stuff that you might experience by actually going out and living life, or the fear of spending the rest of your life alone, like already knowing this is how it goes. I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer. You won't last long sitting in isolation, knowing that this is all that's left for me in my life, as opposed to
Just friends is not enough.
right?
Yeah.
As opposed to the fleeting fear that one can experience maybe initially when they're like, oh, I'm going to take that risk to talk to this person. Well, I can promise you that little fear goes away a lot faster, and it can lead to some of the greatest joys and achievements in your life. So whether it's dating or pursuing a career, this and that, just you want to stop and think about what's the bigger fear here? What scares me more? Right? Maybe taking a little bit of a shot, or condemning myself to a life of mediocrity and solitude.
Yeah.
So that's what I would. Chris, that's for you. That's for you.
Chris, you can't have a 0-0 record all the time.
Yeah.
You would say that. We were at Glendon once. We were going to a Halloween haunted house thing, and there was this cute girl taking tickets, and he thought he was cute as well. And then we left the building just to real quick talk about this. I'm like, yo, Chris, you should ask her out. You should ask her. Well, he wanted to leave the building. That's why he wanted to talk. He's like, you should ask her out then. And he's like, no, but Alec, I won a 0-0 record. I'm undefeated.
Oh, that's so.
I'm like, Chris, let's go.
He's not got a record because he's not actually in the arena yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, life is not a spectator sport, gentlemen. You have to participate for sure.
No, in fact, no.
I always used to do this thing where, of course, like anyone, fear gets to you sometimes.
Of course, we're human.
Yeah, and I would sit with myself and say, okay, this is my mind right now. I need to go past my mind.
Yeah.
And I visualize myself, like say if there was like an event I was going to and I was nervous about it and stuff, I would visualize myself picking myself up and just putting my body there.
It's awesome.
And then boom, I'm there.
Yeah.
I have to do, and that's it. And I would do that every single time.
That's
nice.
And every time it worked out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, I'm here. Here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, not some huge catastrophe didn't befall you. You know.
It's the illusions that.
It's so much. It's all so much the mental game, guys. It's so much the mental game. So much of this stuff.
What is it like? If you believe you can do it and you can't do it, you're right.
Yeah. Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're always right.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Right.
Simple as that.
What would y'all consider in life winning? You're winning in life. To you.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'll start with you, Regan. To you, how do you consider you're winning in life, or you won in life? Like you're there. You could be getting there. You could be there.
I feel like the final destination for anyone is to be happy. That's how I see it. Like, I feel like for me it's just, if I know I did my best, even if I didn't get to where I want, but I know that I did my best, then I'm happy.
Then you've won.
Yeah, then I won. I feel.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's yeeted answer.
Yeeted.
Mikey, your turn.
I think just being comfortable with myself, I think that plays a big role in all areas of life, whether it be relationships and whatnot. Yeah, being best friends with myself, I'd say. Yeah.
You're winning in life if you're comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Leo,
That's beautiful.
Mr. OEM.
Yeah. I would, to touch on what you said,
Okay.
kind of similar. I feel like there's no final destination. I feel like you can,
An endless progression.
which is beautiful, but I feel like you can be always winning right now. And there's no final thing. Because always you hear about it, and I've experienced it too. In my mind, when I get this, then I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna then feel good.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I could have felt that before.
The trap of more.
Yeah.
The trap of more.
So I think winning to me is a continuous journey of finding myself, loving myself truthfully, and peeling back the layers of things that aren't me.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Another two yeeted answers. Asante, let's finish off with your
Winning
in life.
by winning. You know what? I think for me right now, just in my current place, I think the idea of winning is like when you can get to a place of living in, whether it's material, physical, emotional, psychological, whatever, abundance to the point that now you can give back to others. That's where it feels like I'm winning. Like when I feel like I'm still playing that scarcity mindset or that deficit mindset where I'm like I'm still trying for more. That's not winning. Winning is I'm actually good. Now let me see where I can contribute to my friends, my family, maybe even just the strangers in my life. That feels like winning to me.
And you're achieving that with UCV, with ACTRA.
In some cases, yeah.
50 times.
I saw this. I saw this interview by Denzel. I saw this interview by Denzel. He said, first part of your life you learn. Second part of your life you earn.
Right. Yeah.
Third part of your life you return.
You return, learn, earn, return. Bomb. I love that.
Yeah.
That's that. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
You learn, you earn, you return. I think
yes.
so. I think that's, and I think that's ultimately our purpose too. Is as humans, is to give back. When they talk to some of these like multi-billionaires, there is a ceiling at which they're like, yeah, the money doesn't really make me happy anymore. But the thing that makes me happy is when I give that money or I share that money with people and I see it make other people feel good. That's when it starts to really feel good again. There you go.
I love everything we just talked about. I love this whole thing. At the end of all of your lessons, you always have like a quote or a saying.
Oh.
I want that before we have our final game.
All right, I got it. This because this is the first thing that came to my mind.
Please, yes.
And I have this written on my wall right now because this is my mind state for this year. Believe in yourself so that you can believe in others.
Lovely. Rocky's giving us the fist of yes. Anyway, let's very heated. Thank you, Asante. Thank you,
Man,
Regan.
thank you. This was
Mikey.
awesome,
course,
guys.
yeah,
It was such a pleasure to be able to.
Very productive conversation. Right?
Yeah.
Amazing. I think this is the best episode.
Hands in the middle.
Hey, hands in, brothers. Let's go.
3, Seneca.
3, 2, 1, yeet. 3, 2.
Actually, there's a tradition of this.
Okay.
We actually do all the time. We'll do this first. 3,
2, 1, yeet.
So how we finish is I go 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
and then we just go yeet.
Oh.
Okay.
The second we yeet, we
Okay.
cut.
Okay, cool.
3,
2, 1.
yeet. Thank you.
That was sick. That was cool. Hey, guys, this was awesome. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, really.
It was so good hearing your perspectives, guys. And just, it's honestly, yes, Leo. Honestly, it's so great knowing that. Look at that. I'm trying to go for seconds. Knowing that there's young men out there with such positive and such a healthy mindset. Like, it's really great. Yeah, I respect each and every one of you.
And thank you for giving us your knowledge and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, always.
Graduation basically is not the end.
Oh, of course not. No,